Hello friends, in this exercise we will learn about suppressing error. So when you work in Excel, you often come across certain error. Like we are taking here one kind of error where we are dividing 25 by 5 and we are getting this result in this cell. If you make this denominator 0, then you will find you come across an error. So it is divided by 0 error. When you divide a number by 0, Excel gives you an error divided by 0 error. So if you don't want this error to appear in the cell, in place of that, if you want to leave it blank or it should not show anything, then it can be handled in this manner. You will have to use an if function together with isError function to suppress it, like I am doing it here. I write equal to if bracket. In the logical text section we will take isError and we will check if dividing this by this number leaves an error. So isError a5 by d5 will evaluate to be true or false. So in case it becomes true, equal to true, I am writing if isError a5 by d5 evaluates to be true, then leave it blank. I am opening the double quote and closing the double quote just to say Excel that leave the cell blank. Don't print any value in this. Otherwise, you give the result like divide this number by this number. Alright. So if it comes across an error, then it will leave the cell blank, or otherwise it will give you the result. So here it is leaving it blank, and if I make it 4 divided by 4, then see it is showing you the result. So in case again I am typing a 0 here and see the cell is blank. This thing can also be done with the help of conditional formatting. So if you take the result here by saying divide this number by this number, and look at this, it is also giving you error. So I will say conditional formatting to go for a new rule and will say use a formula here, and in the formula I will write equal to isError this value divided by this value. Okay, and will define the conditional formatting to say set background color to be 0 and red, and font color be also red color, so that if error comes, it will appear in red color, and because the background is also of the red color, so the error will not be visible. My strategy is this. So I am clicking OK to apply it. So here is the result. I am clicking OK to apply this formatting on this. So look at this. Because it is an error, so it is not visible. But if I type here 5 and press Enter key, you will see the result is here. The formatting has been ignored. So these are the two ways by which you can suppress the visibility of error. You can think of using all these, if formula to suppress error. Alright. So that's it in this exercise. Thank you very much. Happy learning. Hello friends. Now in this exercise I am going to teach you about the V-Lookup function. So for that we have two files with us. One is bill and the other is master. Let me open both of these files. I am double clicking to open the bill file. Here is the bill file, and the other is master file. So let me open this master file. Here is the master file. So master file is consisting of the product name, the supplier name, and the category, and the unit price of the product. So here we have got product name as the first column. Please remember this. And in the bill, we have got certain customer is there who is purchasing these items. So we have to find out the supplier of this item, and then category of this item, and rate of this item, and then we have to multiply rate with the quantity to calculate the amount. And thus all these amounts will be calculated, and the total of the bill will be here. So thus bill of these items will be calculated at this place. So in order to get the supplier of this item, we will have to use V-Lookup function. Okay, so let me write it. Equal to V-Lookup, right in this manner, open the bracket, and it is telling you to give its lookup value. So lookup value is nothing but this item. So click on this item and put a comma sign. Then it is asking for the table array, that is the master table it is asking for. So go to this place, and open your master file. So here in the master file, select the entire range, or if you want, you can create a name. So I have selected the range, entire range, and here your function is active. So I am putting some comma sign. Now it is asking for the column index number. So the column index number should be a number, in fact. So for the second column, this number will be 2. So put 2 to get the supplier from the second column, and then put a comma again. Then it will ask you for the lookup value, range lookup. So it has got two values, true or false. True is for approximate match, and false is for exact match. So we are going for exact match. You can also go for the approximate match if you think that name is not exact. Okay, so let's click this false option and close the bracket. So, and then if you press enter, then here is the supplier of the Tunbroad item. So let's check if the supplier is correct. So where is the Tunbroad? Tunbroad is here. PV, next board, AB is the supplier. So here it is, PV, neck board, AB. So if you want, you can copy this to other cells, and all other items, suppliers will also be fetched from the master. Now you have to get the category from this master table. So for that also you will have to write another V-Lookup function. So write V-Lookup, open the bracket, and in the similar fashion you will have to find this item, put a comma, then go to your master file and select the entire master list. Here is the master file. Your function is active, put a comma, and then it is asking for column index number. So for the category, the column index number will be 3, because it is third column of the master table, and then put false, close the bracket, and press enter. So you have got the category of that. Copy this to other cell, and then you have to press rate. So similar V-Lookup function you will have to use. V-Lookup to the bracket, select the item to be looked for, then select the master table in the similar fashion, as you have done earlier. Put a comma, then this time you have to get the column index number, that is 4 and false. So here it is, and drag it to copy the formula to other cells and put a formula to multiply this number, the multiplication sign here and this number. Here it is, copy it down to the other cells and calculate a total out here by clicking this auto sum. So here it is, the total bill is of 1000. Okay. So this is how we calculate the bill with the help of V-Lookup function. I think V-Lookup function is pretty clear and you have understood it clearly. One important thing you must remember, that master table in this case must be sorted on the first column in ascending order. So before you proceed for using V-Lookup function, you must go to data and sort the first column of the master table in ascending order. It has to be in ascending. That's a prerequisite for using V-Lookup function. If you go to any of these V-Lookup functions, here I have used V-Lookup function. I'm going to click Fx to open this dialog box and read here this thing. Okay. By default, here it is mentioned, by default the table, it is talking about the master table, must be sorted in ascending order. Table must be sorted in ascending order. It is talking about the first column of the master table. So don't confuse. This is one of the criteria you must be aware of for using V-Lookup function. So that's all in this exercise. Hopefully you learned it well. Thank you very much. Happy learning. Hello friends, in this exercise we will learn about how to protect your Excel file with password. So for that purpose, we are opening one of the Excel files, Advanced Excel Basic Exercises here. And here in this file we will go to File and then Save As option, and here we will click Browse button, and here in this dialog box, Save As dialog box, you will have to go to Tools option, where you will get General options in the menu. We have got other options, Map, Network, Drive, Web options, General options, Compressed, etc. But you will have to go to General option. In this General option dialog box, you will have file sharing option, password to open and password to modify. So you type SNTI in the password to open box and SNTI1 is the password to modify, and then click OK button. So now it is telling you to re-enter the password to proceed. So type SNTI to open the file, and now it is asking you to re-enter the password to modify. So type SNTI1 as the password to modify and click OK button. So here, after doing this, you will have to click this Save button. And once you click this Save button, Excel will tell you Advanced Excel Basic Exercises.xls already exists. Do you want to replace it? So you will have to say yes here to replace the file with the password, so that your file becomes password protected. So say yes here. So here your file has been protected and saved now. So if I close this file and reopen this file, look at this, the file is opening. but the file is not open now. It is prompting us with the password to open, because this file is password protected. So we will type here SNTI, that is the password to open the file, not to modify one. Okay, so click OK to open it. Now it is giving you another option. Enter the password for write Excel or open read only. So read only option is here. If you click this button, your file will be opened as read only option. So here if you see advanced Excel basic exercises.xls in read only mode has opened. So this file has opened in read only mode. So if I change this department to ITS, suppose ITS, and I want to save it. Now what message it has given? Look at this. We can't save advanced Excel basic exercises.xls because the file is read only. It is clearly telling you this is a read only file and the change data cannot be saved. To keep your changes, you will need to save the workbook with a new name. Either you change the name of the file or save it at a different location. So there are two choices with you. Either you change the name of the file or you change the location of the file. Going this way, you can save the file with these changes, but not with the same name in the same folder. Alright, so I'm clicking OK. This Excel has cautioned you that this is a read-only file and you cannot save the changes. So click OK. Now if I go back, see, I have changed the data, but I am not able to save. If I go to the file, save as, browse option, and change the location, suppose I am changing the folder. I am going to this folder to save this file. If I click save now, the file is saved at a different location with the changed data. So you can change the data, but you cannot save the file at the same location. So your original file will remain as it is and no one can disturb your data if it is password protected. But if you want someone to give modify authority also, you tell him the password to modify the file, you acknowledge him and he will be able to modify the data and save with the same name. So say suppose I am closing this file now and I am reopening this file again. So here is the password to open. It is saying password is not correct and caps lock is on. So my caps lock is on, therefore it is not opening. So I will go once again to this place and will try to reopen this file with a small case letter of SNTI, and now it is asking me for password to modify. So I will say SNTI1 and click OK because I want to modify this thing. Okay. So here if I want to change a data, like ITS, I'm writing here ITS, okay, and I'm saving this file. So look at this. Now it has not prompted with any dialog box. It is not cautioning you, rather it has saved the changes simply in the same file because you had opened this file with password to modify. Okay, so I think it is pretty clear, the subject is pretty clear and you have well understood how to password protect your Excel file to protect it from the access of other people who can damage your file or can change your data. Alright, that's all for this exercise. Thank you very much. Happy learning. Hello friends, in this exercise we will learn two more things. First, how to use comments in the cell, how to insert comments in the cell, and second, how to protect the worksheet. So let's take up the first thing, that is how to comment the cell. Here you can see, if I take my pointer on this figure, a pop-up message is appearing just beside it, and it is saying this is amount the loan taken from the bank. So it is telling something about this figure. If you take your pointer to other cells, you will see some small window is appearing, pop-up window is appearing, and this is the comment. If you want to comment any cell, there is a simple process you will have to follow. You will just have to click on the right click on the cell. Like if I want to add a comment to this cell, then I will right click in this cell and will go to insert comment. Here, because I am the owner of this machine, my name is appearing at the top. If you want, you can delete it, and you can make the message only appear in this box. So I am writing, this is the loan amount taken from the bank. That's it. And I want to close. I want to resize it to a proper size. And if you click somewhere outside, you will see this has disappeared. The comment has disappeared. But when you take your pointer to this cell again, let us identify this cell with a boundary. So if you take your pointer to this cell, then it will show you that comment. Just like this. Okay? So, if you want to add, suppose you have taken a loan of 50 lakhs from the bank. So that's it. This is the amount you have taken, 50 lakhs rupees. And here it is. So if you add this figure to this, okay, so if you click this, there it is. Okay, so the comment is appearing. This is the loan amount taken from the bank. Right. Now, if you want to add something to this comment, then you will have to edit it. So right click in the same cell and go to the edit comment option, and here you can add something. The bank is SBI distributor. So that is it. I have edited and added some more text to this comment. That's all. If you want to remove it, then again you will have to right click in this cell and you will have to delete this comment. Before that, I want to show you how to use this show and hide comment option. So if you click this option, this will remain there. It will not hide, or even without taking your pointer to this cell, this comment will be visible. So if you want somewhere that this comment should always be visible, then you can go for this show comment option. It will keep it on the screen. Okay? But if you want it to appear only when the pointer is taken to this cell, again go to this, hide this. So it is no more appearing. When you take your pointer on the cell, then only it will appear. And how to delete it? Delete, go to delete comment option. After right click on the cell, delete the comment. So that's all about this. comment, how to comment the cells, how to edit the comment, and how to delete the comment. Okay. Now let's go to learn how to protect the worksheet. For that, you will have to learn certain basic things about the worksheet. Well, this is a worksheet, and all these cells on the worksheet are locked by virtue. So I am selecting this particular cell and going to format, and look at this lock cell option. It is selected. It is selected. This blue line around this icon is saying this cell is locked. Similarly, if you take your pointer to any other cell on the worksheet, you will see that particular cell is locked. So similarly, all the cells on the worksheet by virtue are locked, but you can unlock it. How? By selecting it. Suppose you have selected this range, and in this range all the cells are to be unlocked. So there is a simple process. You go to format, in the home you are going to format, and then go to this option which is selected. You are going to deselect it. So I have deselected it. So from here to here, if you go again, this lock cell option is not selected. That means it is unlocked. So from here to here, all these cells are unlocked. So it has got a simple process. Select the cells which you want to deselect, unlock. Okay, and then so I am selecting this 5. There are 5 cells I would like to leave editable. So here are 3 cells. One cell is here, which is current month, and extra payment option. I am going to leave these 5 cells, editable, and rest of the cells I would like to, protect, and will make all them uneditable. Means you won't even be able to, click in the cell. You will be able to click in these 5 cells only, and nowhere on the sheet you will be able to click. So that's the plan of doing this exercise. Okay, so I am selecting these 3 cells, pressing Control key, selecting this cell and this cell. So 5 cells in total I have selected, and now I will move to format and will select lock cell option. So all these 5 cells are unlocked. So next, what I will do, I will click anywhere on the worksheet and will go to format and protect sheet option. Here in this protect sheet option, you can see this check box is checked, and here it is written protect worksheet and the content of the locked cells. So those cells which are locked, their content will be protected. So for that you have to give a password. So I am giving SNTI as the password. Clicking OK, it will tell you to repeat the password. And again I have written SNTI and click OK. So that's all. Look at this. I am not able to click anywhere. Click in any of the cells except this cell, this cell, this cell, this cell, and this cell. Nowhere else you will be able to click. So your worksheet is protected now. Only you can unprotect it again, and if you want, you can edit this worksheet. So that is how the worksheet is protected and cells are commented. So that's all in this exercise. Hopefully you understood everything well. Thank you very much. Happy learning. Hello friends. In this exercise, we are going to learn 3 things: format center, Pastelink, and Hyperlink. So let's first understand what is the format center. So as you can see, this data is colorful and the same data is here. This is unformatted, that is not at all, no color, nothing is bold, no italic, only the data is there. So if you want this setting, it is bold, it has got border lines and also background color as green. So if you want to apply the same formatting at this place, you just go to Format Center, click this Format Center and click here at the destination data where you want to apply this format. So I have clicked here. Look at this. This format has exactly been applied on this. So now next I am undoing it. Now I am next trying to apply the entire row formatting at this place. As these two data are exactly same, so I am applying the entire row data to this copied data. So I am copying this format and I am clicking here. Look at this, the entire row has been formatted quickly. So similarly, here the data is underlined with the background color, borders are also applied. So if you want to copy this format in this manner and click here, it will spread automatically to the extent up to which it was there. So the same formatting has been applied here. In the similar fashion, if you want to apply this formatting, click here, this formatting has been applied. Okay. So similarly, you can do this also. So I am clicking here, copying this format and using this format printer to apply this format to this unformatted data. So here it is. It looks like this. Complete thing has been formatted. So now the question arises, can we apply the entire format in just one click? So let's undo entire thing, whatever we have done. I'm undoing it and selecting the entire data using format center and clicking here. And look at this, the entire format has been applied as original. So this is called format center, and the use of format center is done like this. So you can pick up formatting from any source place, could be a cell or could be a range, and apply it to a destination cell or destination range. That's it in format center. Now let's understand what is Pastelink. So I am selecting this data and copying it. Next, I will right click here and will use Pastelink. So we will go to paste special option, paste special. I have right clicked here in this cell and will go to paste special option, and here I will open paste special. Or you can see here this icon where the chain is built is the icon of Pastelink. So alternatively you can use this icon as well. So I am clicking it. So I have clicked it. The data has been copied, okay, with the Pastelink. Now suppose I am changing the basic of Deepak Kumar, who is the manager in HRM department, payroll section. Okay, so I am just going to this place and I am making it 55,000. So I have changed his basic. So the same basic will be changed here because it is linked with this data. So this is called Pastelink. You have pasted this data at this place. Similarly, you can paste it on some other worksheet as well in this file and some other file as well where it will be seen. So If you want, I can show you. I am opening a new file by pressing Ctrl N, and I am copying this data, copy, and opening this new file and going to paste, and here is the paste link option. Okay. Okay. I am saving this file, save as, browse. Okay, I am saving it on the desktop. And call it Pastelink file. The file name is Pastelink. So here is this file. Okay, I am closing this file now. Okay, and I am changing this data to 45,600. Okay. So look at this place. This data has got updated automatically, and let's see how that data has been updated or not. So let's go to the desktop and open this Pastelink file. So here is the file, and it is 45,600. So this data has also been updated. So you can see whether it is in the same, same sheet or other sheet or other file. The Pastelink updates the data automatically. But the reverse way, if you think, if I change the data to the 50,000 of here, and this data will not change at this place. If this data is changed at any place, the same will reflect in this data. If you call this data to be the parent data, it will reflect in the child data, but the same, the child changes will not reflect into the parent. So that's it about the Pastelink, and let's understand what is Hyperlink. Now, Hyperlink, for that I want to open that Pastelink file from here. Okay, so I am creating a hyperlink in this text which will open the Pastelink file at the desktop. So here it is. We will go to insert, and here we will look for the hyperlink. So where is the hyperlink? It is here. So here is the hyperlink, or simply you can right click in this cell, you will get the hyperlink option. So either of the two options can be used. Either you right click in this cell and go to this option, or you click here, go to insert and go to hyperlink. So if you click this hyperlink, it will show you this platform, the current folder, where this folder and the files are there. If you want to open some other folder, then edit this list and say desktop. I want to use a file at the desktop, and the file name is Pastelink. So I will just browse for the Pastelink file, and let me look for this Pastelink here. So I will click it and say OK. So now the Pastelink option is ready. I am increasing the font to make it better visible. So here is the Pastelink. If you take your pointer here on this link, it will show you the hand sign. and if you click it, it will open the Pastelink file kept at the desktop. So here it is, the Pastelink file. I am saving it, closing it. So that is how you use Hyperlink to open any other file. Similarly, you can open any kind of the file. You can open a Word file, you can open a PowerPoint presentation file, or you can open a Excel file as I have shown. So that's all in this exercise. Thank you very much. Happy learning. Hello friends. In this exercise we are going to learn about printing option in Excel. So this is a huge file. Giridharilal Specialty Foods Limited orders for 2018 has got many orders and as many records as you can see here. It has gone up to 508th row. So you can imagine how long it is and how to take the print of this data. So for that we go to File and then this is the print option. Click here and you will see you are on the print option page. So here this is the icon. If you press this, click this icon, this command will just go to the printer immediately. So this visible page, this part of the visible page will go to the printer directly to print. Now here from you decide the number of copies to be printed for this. Suppose you want to take 2 copies of this, so you will increase it to 2. If you want to make 10 copies of this, then you will increase or decrease it using this clock, number clock. And this place here it shows you the printers available. So this is the current printer where this print command will go to print. Okay, so if you open this menu, you will see number of printers are there, but this one is configured for your laptop or PC to print the documents, right? Now say the total number of columns are not visible in this data, then what you will do, you will go to a scaling section. No scaling has been done yet. So you will say here, fit all the columns on this page. So by doing so, you look at this, the columns that were not visible earlier have been accommodated on the page. So if you want, you can go to the scaling option and can say fit all the columns on one page. Suppose this will be too narrow for you to accommodate on portrait format, then you can go to landscape option. So take landscape option here, so that the columns are widely apart and will be better visible in this case. Alright. So here it is. If you want to change the page size on which you are going to print, then the different page settings are there. Letter, legal, statements, executive. Look at this size. Size is given here. You can change the page size. If you want to take the print on A5 size or A3 size, accordingly you can change it from here. Okay. Now, if you want to customize the margins, you can go to this option where normal option of the margin is there, wide option is there. Okay. look at the settings. Top margin is 0.75 inch, whereas the top margin in the case of wide is 1 inch, bottom is also 1 inch. In the narrow option, the top margin is 0.75, whereas left is 0.25 only, right is 0.25 only. So the changes are there, variations are there in different options. Okay, if you want to have a custom margin, then you can go to custom margin, and here from the top, header, footer, right, left, bottom margins are given. Using this block, you can adjust it. So you will have to customize it. This is a very important dialog box. This has opened your, page setup dialog box. This page can also be opened from your page setup. If you click that option, you will get the same dialog box. So in the page section, you can see the orientation of the page part is there, which has got two settings, portrait and landscape. In the scaling section, you can say, I want to print, 100% of the page size or 50% size. You can adjust, just to adjust the entire data on the page. This is very important setting. You can adjust this setting to accommodate on a page. Okay, so fit to one page wide, and how many pages it is going to take, it will decide itself. So when you are firing a print command, it will print all the pages. Okay, and paper sizes here, print quality can also be defined. So only single option is there. You can have multiple options depending on the quality of the printer. Okay, so in the margin section, again, this is the thing. If you want to center the entire printing printable area, then you can center horizontally, you can center vertically. You can see in the preview how it is getting adjusted. So here it is. If you center it horizontally, it will come to the center horizontally and vertically as well. If you don't choose both these options, then there is no difficulty. Okay, but if it is required, if you require to print it horizontally, then you must take it like this. If you don't want it, you can uncheck the box. Coming to the header and footer section, you can have the header on, you can select the page. You want header on page number 1, page number 1 of 1. This is the page numbering option. So you can go to Tata Steel Confidential, and date will come, and this is page number 1. This is the customized one. So it is like this. You can print the file name also in the header area. Okay, so it is just like this. Page number 1 of 1, page number 1 of 2, 2 of 4, 15, like this it will come. In the footer section, you can write something. Okay, so these are the options. If you want to select one, you can select it. Different odd and even pages. Okay, so if you check this one, odd and even pages will be different. Okay, so different first page will just keep the first page different. That means page number will not be printed on that. Okay, so that's it. Custom header and footer will open a box whereby you can write on the left, like I am writing computer center. Training course. And this is like welcome to this, this is for the page numbering option. So at the center, the page number will appear. So just click OK. So similarly you can customize the footer part. So it has got left part, right part and center part. So whatever you want you can write in the footer. If you write it here, it will appear on the footer section of the page. So I am writing footer left, footer right, just to make it visible to you how it appears to the center. Okay, click OK. If you click here, this is not clickable. In fact, these are not active now. So if you want grid lines to appear on the printing, then you can select it, or it is selected. If you want to print in black and white, you can click this option. The color option will be disabled and black and white printing will come. Draft quality is just to compromise with the printing quality. If you want to save toner, then you can go for draft quality. Okay. And the row and column heading, if you want them to print on every page row and column heading, then you can go for this option and show that the row and column heading are printed on every page. So that is it. If you click OK, and if you click this button now, this print will be fired. So that is all about the printing options. I hope these options will help you in printing the pages in a better manner, and you have learned it properly. Thank you very much. So happy learning. This was perhaps the last exercise of the advanced Excel. So goodbye to all of you. Thanks.